Hi, everyone, and welcome to our training. This is the office training where we train on Tuesdays at 10 o'clock on what we do in the office, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays at 11 o'clock Pacific. So the training is 1 hour from 10 to 11, and then we roll into work. And I was talking about the importance of doing the work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 11 to 12, 1 hour. It's that focused work, how many people have their list book? 10 people that you like, put it up there, and your notebook to be taking tons of notes, and your calendar book to be booking appointments. I'm going to explain to you how it really works, because I'm a great example of it this morning at 8 a.m. in the morning. By the way, I had to get myself up at 7 to be ready for the doctor call at 8 a.m. Okay, so here's what it is. Okay, I am a master at list making, my own list. But then I'm a master at working other people's warm markets with them. And that is one thing that I want you guys to remember as you're writing lists. It's not just about your own list, but it's helping your people with their list, and it's working in their list. I would rather work in warm people's lists than to go cold. What do I mean by that? I'm going to tell you what I mean by that, because I don't think we've done enough training on really working lists. Okay. So how many people do their own list of 10? If you do your own list of 10 and then another list of 10 and another list of 10, great. After I did that, in my own list of 10, and Gail and I were working our list together, and I know Gail and Lisa do it, I would recommend that you get an accountability partner and you work your list with each other, because it helps you stay focused. And what do I mean by that? So Gail and I would work, and she's in my business. So we were working our list together, and you can sometimes work your list together, or you help each other, like brainstorm your list and you help that person brainstorm their list, right? And they're separate lists. I get all that. So as we're brainstorming lists, I remember Michelle Varov. I don't even know if Michelle's on the call. That might be her. I'm not sure. And she goes on my list, and I reach out to her. And what do I say to her? What's been going on with you? I find out that Michelle lost her husband last year to cancer, and that she is a real estate agent and she's lonely. And she actually broke one of her fingers, her hand, and her fingers were like this. She couldn't move them apart. It hurt and she was like a claw. And so I sent her, so I found that out, and I said, well, I finally found something that's going to help your fingers. And we're building a network marketing business, and we have a great team, and we have a lot of fun together. So come work with us in our community. You won't be lonely. And she goes, okay, well, send me that. Here's my address. And I said, the stem cells are going to repair, and the ice wave's going to take the pain away. So I sent her some X39. I actually sent her a few ice wave too, because I asked questions about her. I knew she was in a lot of pain. I sent her to startx39now.com, and she took a look at all the information and she put it on. 2 days later, I call her, because remember, I booked the appointment to call her to follow up to see how she was doing on the patches. And she basically said that the pain went away and she was feeling much better. So I said to her, well, let's get you on a silver kit and auto ship. And she said, okay. So I signed her up with what? I signed her up with an X39, 2 Eon, and 2 Ice Wave. And I put her on an X39 the following month to keep her stem cells activating. And she was liking it. So what do you think I did next with Michelle? This is where I think some of you guys miss. I said, Michelle, go get yourself a list book. Let's make a list of 10 people you like. Let's do it together right now. Who's on your list? And you know what she started doing? She's like, well, Jeff is a sales rep for the medical industry. Let's put him on the list. Let's put Dr. Oh my goodness, Dr. Dawn on the list. Let's put Jim on the list. And she started listing and we started reaching out. Well, they really liked the patches and they started enrolling. So then I said to Michelle, let's call Dawn and make a list with Dawn. Do you see what we're doing? Dawn was a doctor. Dawn started making a list with us and she put on her list Dr. Lisa. And she started putting all these people on her list. Dr. Lisa is a pain management doctor who loves the patches. So what did I do with Dr. Lisa? I said, Dr. Lisa, let's do a list. And guess what came on Dr. Lisa's list? Dr. Bernie and a whole lot of other people. So guess what my phone call was today at 8 in the morning? To talk to Dr. Bernie, who's a vet, about what? The pain protocol, which was, what do you think? AccuLife, because it's the ice wave for pain, X39 and Eon. So that conversation, basically, I just upgraded Dr. Bernie to a diamond pack, put AccuLife, by the way, you're welcome, Gail, AccuLife, put Eon and X39 in the pack because she's going to retail it out. And then I'm going to set up the office with a little pop of AccuLife, X39 and Eon for her animals. And she's a surgeon. So after the surgery, she's going to take the hair off. She's going to pop it. And then she's going to retail out of her office for $80 for supportive, $150 for X39. And I'm going to do a special vet order form for her. And she's going to put all her patients on the silver or the gold protocol. And then I'm going to send her some point of sale material. And then I'm setting up a Zoom to train her office. Okay, did I know this woman personally? Did I? No, she's 5 generations from me. It started honestly with Gail. Had I not done a list with Gail, Michelle wouldn't have popped in my mind because Gail made me look at my phone that day. She did. Look at your phone. You need to make a new list. Then Michelle to Dawn, Dawn to Dr. Lisa to Bernie. I am 5 lists away from me. I'm a master at working warm networks and finding influential people that this product can work for. And then, so do you know what I said to Dr. Bernie? I said, we're going to get your office all set up. I'm going to make a little practitioner bag. I'm going to make her 20 pops of AccuLife X39 and Eon. I'm going to send her 10 order forms of silver and gold vet kits. I'm going to get her POS for AccuLife X39 and Eon, and I'm going to make her business cards that allow her to take people to startx39now.com because that site is X39. And at the bottom, it even has all of our other patches, including AccuLife with the horse, if you've paid attention. She's done. I'll have her office set up in, I don't know, 3 days, done. But you know the fun part? You know what I'm going to say to her? Once we get that figured out, we're going to make a list of all your vet friends and we're going to get all your vet friends set up. You know what she said to me? Oh, that sounds wonderful. Okay, I want you guys to have a bigger vision of your list because I feel a little bit like you guys are working your own list and that's awesome. But out of all the people that you've put in your business in the last 2 months, right? Have you called them and asked them to make a list? Because if we were, this number wouldn't be 31 in training, it would be 100. Okay. That we have 31 in training tells me that we're only doing our own list, right? So I want you to put in your notebook today. I will call the people that I've enrolled in the last 4 months that are on silver kits and auto ship. And I will ask them if they would like to make a list of 10 people they like so we can send some gifts out for them. I need you to start thinking about working in other people's warm markets, which means helping them make a list. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? So really work, I'll give you guys a goal. Call 2 people that you think would like to do a list of 10 that you've enrolled in the last, in the last couple weeks or in the last month. Or you could call 10 people and ask the 2 that want to do it. Some people will say yes, some people will say no. but make sure, I know Lisa has about 4 people that would like to make lists, but they can't be here during the day. So she's going to work 1 hour in the evening with them to get their list going, right? I just want you guys to have that bigger concept of list making. It's really, really important. Okay. So with that, I just really, I think, wanted to say to myself, what is it that I really do? And I realized today was a great example of how I really build deep in an organization. And I want you guys to feel that and work towards that, because my mentor, she's a big ranking person in another company. She always said, professional network marketers are masters at making lists and working in other people's lists. That's going warm. Cold is good practice. So what was interesting is I never forgot that. And so I worked in all those lists to work with Dr. Briney. And instead of saying to her, let's, what do I want to say? What I said to her right away is, let's make a list of all your vet friends. Real simple. What did that mean? I already was putting in her mind to make a warm list of people she knows that she has influence with. I would rather call on her 10 vet friends with her because she has influence than take her cold on Facebook as an example. Do you see the difference? I just want you to see the difference. Now, sometimes you've worked your list and you've worked all the warm people's lists, right? And so then you do go cold. I remember there was a time when I kind of ran out of lists and I went cold. And I remember I went and called on chiropractors. This was like 10 years ago because I didn't have a list. And I called on probably 50 of them before I found one that wanted to do something. As soon as I found one cold, what do you think I did? I went directly in his warm list. Hey, make a list of all your chiropractor friends. Tell them you found this and tell them not to hang up on me when I call them. Like, seriously, like, that's the kind of stuff. Okay, so those are just some interesting things. So let's go to the training. So the training for 11 o'clock, once again, it all starts with a list book. You write a list down of 10 people you like. Who do you know? And you can look in your phone. You can go to Facebook. You can go to Messenger. You can call some of your friends and say, who do you know? And let's call them together, right? So who do you know? It could be your list. You can help somebody else's warm list. Who do you know? Then from who do you know? You're going to ask, share, give. And that's the first call. We call that exposing gifting call. So what are the 3 questions? If you're new to this call, please write it down. The first question you're going to do, you're going to call that person on your list. We're going to text and call and text. When you call somebody, you also want to text them. When you text somebody, you want to call them. People will not return a phone call, but they'll return a text. But if you text without calling, it feels like spam. And you're always booking the next appointment. So what does that look like? Hi, Kiki, what's going on with you? What are you doing these days for fun? What are you doing these days for work? How's your health? These are questions. You want to be, some of us have been in this influencer training. You want to be the guide, not the hero. What's the guide? The guide listens. The guide asks questions. The hero is I'll just say it. The hero's a narcissist. It's all about you, right? Let me tell you about me. Let me tell you about me. You don't want to be the hero. You don't want to talk at people about you. You want to ask questions and listen. The guide versus the hero. A lot of times I say be of service, right? The guide, okay? Then you say, wow, I finally found something that helps me with whatever's going on with them. So if Kiki is wanting to make an income and she has like arthritis, I finally found something that's really helped with my hand pain, and it's a great business too. And then I say, now, have you heard about stem cells? That's a little more gentle than what do you know of them? What do you know about stem cells? I've been saying, now, have you heard about stem cells? Because it's not, according to the influencer training, it's a little more gentle, but either will work. And then you say, well, let me send you some information. Oh, no. And then you give them your testimonial. And then you say, let me send you some information. And you send startx39now.com. If you like what you see, I'll send you a gift. Or if you like what you see, I can show you how to get it wholesale. That's the fork in the road. You can send a gift. When you work this call, you can do 3 gifts a day. And that is the X39 stem cell activation patch. Jan sends a 5-day gift. But you can also say, I can show you how to get it wholesale. You don't have to send a gift. If you want to move right to wholesale, you can. Okay. The gift is great too. So whatever you feel you want to do. So once you send the gift, then you go to this site to pull the gifting form. And that site is startx39now.com. And when you go to that site, you are going to go to, oh, what am I doing? That's not the site. That's the site you do to pre-qualify for the gift. Okay, I'll go there in a minute. But you go to startx39biz.com. And we've changed this a little bit. This is the 14 steps to your success. This is the office. And here's our marketing and online tools. I've made a new button, so you might want to look at that. But the office is right here. And you go to the training guide. You open that up and you go down. Here's the gift. Jan sends a 5-day supply on your behalf. And all you do is click this form. And you don't have to hit this required. This Google required is not true. So the daily code you'll get at 11 o'clock in the office, and you put your name. So that would be, Gail Hopen, and her phone number with dashes. A label is made on your behalf. The receiver name, Sally Smith, address, city, state, zip, you hit submit. It goes to Sally on your behalf. If you send it Monday, it will probably get to Sally by Friday. Okay. So that is the first call. I call it the exposing gifting call. Does everybody have it? Let's write it down one more time. You make the phone call, you text, you ask the question. There's actually 3 questions. The first question, what's going on with you? Second question, I finally found something that helps me with. Third question, have you heard about stem cell activation? Well, let me tell you what happened to me. Quick testimonial, 30 seconds to 2 minutes, not too long. Let me send you startx39now.com. You can look at video number 1. It's just a minute all on light. And video number 2, it's 3 minutes on stem cell activation. Just watch those 2 videos. You can watch them in 4 minutes. If you like what you see, I'll send you a gift. Just text me your address. Oh, let's go watch the videos right now together. And then you can decide. Or the other fork in the road, if you like what you see, I can show you how to get it wholesale. Then you say, oh, you want the gift? Great. Text me your address now. Great. It's Tuesday. You'll get it by this weekend. How about if I call you Monday at 10 o'clock so I can explain the technology and how to wear it? And what are you doing? You're booking your next appointment with them. So then you go to Monday at 10 o'clock. Everybody should go get one of these calendar books at Staples. Okay, it's books on the hour. Who has a calendar book? Who's booking on the hour, their business? Yay, Julianne Peach, booking by the hour. Good. We book by the hour. So what would you do? Next Monday would be what? It would be November 7th, 10 o'clock. Call Sally. Okay, and what are you going to do when you call Sally? You guys have already scheduled the follow-up call. Congratulations. That's how easy it is. Yay, Jim and Kiki. The follow-up call is already scheduled. Okay, So is everybody here comfortable? Oh, you are so good. Look at Jim dancing. And by the way, I got my little, where's my little bee socks? Look at, you want me to show you? This is so cute. I don't know if
What? She's gonna show what we got her.
They got me.
Hello.
They got me little bee socks. Are those the cutest? Anyway, so you can wear your little socks on your follow-up. Okay, so how many people on this call, if you're new, could start at 11 o'clock and do our very first exposing texting call? Can you do that? Are we ready to move on? Can everybody do that call? Are you comfortable with that? And remember, so you call somebody up and they don't pick up the phone. Hey, Julie, it's Marcy. It's been a long time. Call me back. And then you text them. Hey, Julie, it's been a long time. I just called you. When's a good time we can talk? It's been a long time. Are you available this Friday at 9 o'clock? So you get that? You're still booking the conversation through a text. Talk and text, text and talk. Remember, we're always booking the next time to do what? Talk to them. It's a process. We are watering. It's a process. My girl, Julia, and you'll be happy about this, Gail. I'm still booking the next appointment to talk. We've been working on that, but it's just what is part of this business, booking the next appointment to talk with Dr. Lisa and Bryony. We knew that in order to get this office set up, we needed to book the next appointment. That was at 8 o'clock. Then Dr. Lisa said, I want to be on that call too. If I'm there, I know she won't cancel, right? That was interesting, right? Okay, so you get that. Okay, so everybody, we're good. You guys know you can do 3 gifts at 11 o'clock. Let's know what we're doing on that. Now, we're gonna go to the follow-up call. So if you're new to this training, I do teach follow-up in the closing call because people are ready to follow up and close. But it's a lot. And so if you're new and you're not going to follow up and close today, all you're going to do is do a list of 10 and see if some of the people you like want to gift. So you can listen, but don't be overwhelmed. All you're doing is gifting. Next week, you're coming to come on Tuesday to make sure you know how to follow up and close, right? Because you're going to need to know how to do that for your people next week. Okay, I just don't want new people to be overwhelmed. Okay, but for the people that have been around, you guys need to know this other piece, okay? So then the follow-up. Oh, and by the way, even before the follow-up, I want to show the Start X39 Now site. This is what you send to pre-qualify people. And I'll just show you some of the cool things. So here's, remember when I said, just watch the video 1. I numbered the videos now. Watch video 1. It's 1 minute on light. You can also watch video 2. It's just 3 minutes and it explains how the stem cell activation patch works. That's it. That's all. 4 minutes. People won't give you more than that. So don't require more. But you can say, and if you really like what you see, you can look at the patents and studies. I like age reversal with GHK. You can also go down and watch a more detailed video by the owner inventor David Schmidt, how the technology works and the benefits it helps. And this is where you put it on. Oh, this is what you can expect for the people that say, I don't feel anything. Take them right here. And you can say, well, the first few days, you're going to reset 4,000 genes. On month 1 to 3, you're going to rebalance the brain and you're going to start building collagen. And by 3 to 6 months, the stem cells are turning into the cells your body needs for repair. And 6 to 12 months, well, the study shows that, 14 out of 15 people reverse their age in 6 months by 8 years. That's crazy, right? And if you're a practitioner, you could definitely go to video 4 and really watch the science. A lot of the practitioners are liking this. And then I told like Dr. Briney today, you can send people right to the AccuLife video here for the vet people because horses don't lie. And for her, she can also take them right to the patch placement because for her, she's going to offer X39 Eon and AccuLife for her doggy patient. So I said, this site will work for everything now. And she said, that's perfect. And I said, I'll make you business cards that have this site and you can send people there. It's like an electronic brochure. She said, great. So I'm just kind of showing you how you can talk this site. This is what we call the exposing site, startx39now.com. This is how you find out if people want the gift of a 5-day supply of X39 or if people would like to know how to buy wholesale, which is our $2.99 kit with a 30-day money back guarantee. So I love this site. I really think it's getting very juicy. So back to the biz site. So now we go back to the biz site. Hold on, people. I got to let everybody in. Donna, I should have made you co-host. I'm not sure where Jan is. Donna, can I make you co-host? Where are you? I don't know if she can do that, but if you see people that need to come in, I just made you co-host. Maybe you can let them in for me. So then you go to the follow-up. Okay, I first want you guys to see, we're back at the BeActivating Office, the power of 3 at startx39biz.com. So I want you guys to see under the training guide of the office how much you already know. We've already gone through the gifting form, how to do that. We've already gone through how to make a list. Go buy your book, make a list of 10 people you know. That's your list making. We've already taught you the first call, how to make the exposing call. You already know how to do all that. Look at that. You already are halfway through the training and know it all. Isn't that great? It's not that hard, right? So now the follow-up call. Remember, we already taught you how to book the appointment. Remember, you're calling Sally on Monday the 10th. So when I call Sally, what I have is I always have my patches with me so I can talk. I always have my business in a glance, so I have my information in front of me. I love to have my little brochure, my gifting brochure, so I can talk. That's what they get in the mail. So it's a good idea that you know what Jan sent them. And if you want your own business in a glance and you're working in the office, you are welcome to order it. I give it free to people working in the office. Just email Jan Rand and say, I would like Marcy's business in a glance. It has the envelope in it. This is what Charity uses, and I stole from her chair and she stole it back. This is the one page of all the products. This is the order form I use. And then there's a compensation plan. I like to have that. So this is just what I like to have close to me all the time. And then you can also order from Jan the gifting bag. Hold on. And you can see it was in my purse. I'm just like Donna, I carry it around. And inside are more envelopes, and I always have a X39 in my gifting bag. And I always have some business cards with like a patch in there or two that I can gift people. And so if you want your own gifting bag, and this is what I'm making for Dr. Lisa, but I'm going to call it a practitioner bag for her. You like that? See the diff? Same thing. If you want one of those bags, you can email Jan Rand and say you want a gifting bag, and it's my gift as well if you work the office. Now, the business cards, which is your face with this cute QR code that goes to your order site, and this is to the Now site, and this explains how stem cell works. If you want those business cards, you do need to contact Sally and order those, and they cost like $50 for 250. So I will fund your gifting bag. I will fund your business in a glance, and you need to fund your own business cards. Kiki, you're so sweet to me. I really like you. So now that we know that and all that we need, we're gonna go to the follow-up. So I already booked it with Sally on Monday, so I'm calling her up. Sally, did the patches come? Oh, they did. Awesome. Well, did you put one on yet? No, I don't really even know how to do it. No problem. Let me teach you. Go get your envelope. Where is it? Oh, I don't know. It's on the table somewhere. Go get it. I have mine. And then I literally have my envelope and I'm ready to talk to her. And I'll say, go get that. And let me explain what the technology is to you. And make sure you drink plenty of water. You want to wear this patch, Sally, 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. You guys can go right here to explain the technology. That patch that you have in your hand, Sally, is wearable light technology. Did you know that stem cells are the only cells in your body that are changeable? They can change into whatever cell your body needs for repair, just like when you were 20. Wow. Did you have gray hair when you were 20? No. Wrinkles when you were 20? No. And, you know, we talked last week, and I know you have arthritis now. Did you have that when you were 20? No. Can you imagine if we could activate your stem cells again and you could repair like you're 20? By the way, I know we're both 55 and our stem cells pretty much all went dormant. So let's put it on. You just unpeel it and you can just put it right on the back of your, right below the back of your neck. Wear it 12 hours on to activate and 12 hours off to repair. Did you get it on? That's it, you guys. All you're doing is teaching them how to put the patch on and just a little bit about how it works. Because remember, we're the guide. We're of service. We're not the hero. We're the guide, right? So as the guide, what are we doing? We're being of service. So then I say, well, Sally, based on what's going on with you, I know you talked about, because remember when you did the first call, you asked what was going on, and this is why you have the notebook. When you made that call, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? What are you doing these days for fun? What are you doing these days for work? How's your health? When you start talking about that and you find out that she had arthritis, you write Sally has arthritis. So you go back to your notes on Sally and you go, you know, based on what you were telling me about arthritis, would you like me to send you a testimonial on one of my friends that also has arthritis that's doing a lot better? I would love to see that. So you write in your note to send a testimonial. Would you like to come to a live podcast? They're just 30 minutes. Real people with real experience. And then a little bit on the technology. Today's Tuesday. Would you like to come tonight or tomorrow night? Tomorrow night? Okay, great. I'll send you an invite. You know, based on what's going on with your arthritis, there's a few other patches that I think you might also like. Do you want me to send you a one-page summary of all the technology just to kind of look at it as you're wearing the patches? Okay. And I'd be happy also just to send you a price list. Would that be okay? They will say yes or no to those. And I just write down what they want. And then I say, okay, I'll talk to you later. You know, how does Friday look? You'll be on your last patch. And I know you're going to have more questions after you look at the information I text you. How's Friday at 10 look for us to talk again? Okay, I'll call you then. Once again, I'm booking the next appointment. I'm booking all my appointments as they're wearing the gift. Where it doesn't work is if you send a gift out and you call them 3 months later. That doesn't work. The idea is the gift actually allows you to follow up with the right timing. The gift actually allows you to not even be nervous to call them. The gift actually allows you not to be nervous to follow up because you're following up on the gift. Just like Jim and Kiki wanted to know that I loved my socks because it was a gift. It's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. So make sure you follow up when they're wearing the gift. Then how do you get the information? This is where you go to the engine of our backbone, the 14 steps to success. You use these tabs interchangeably. So let me invite you to a podcast. Where do you think you would go for that? I know. How about invite to a podcast? Tab number 8. Write that down. Always go to tab number 8, invite to a podcast under the 14 steps to success tab. Invite to podcast. And they wanted to go to the Wednesday. Just go down to Wednesday. There it is, Wednesday. All you do is edit, copy, edit, paste it with your finger and send it to them. Oh, remember how I asked if they wanted to see a one page of all the technology? Where do you go there? You go to take the order, write this down. Take the order has the one page and the price list in it, tab 9. So far, you just go to tab 8 and tab 9, folks, tab 9. And you go to your one page. There it is. There's your one page. You just edit, copy, edit, paste the link. That's how easy it is. Oh, you want to see the pricing? Great. You just go right here to the price list. It's really the order form. You're really sending them an order form. Isn't that great? But I call it a price list. $149 retail, $119 preferred, but we like the silver kit for $299. Enough for yourself, your family, and even some to share. 3 sleeves. 1x39 equals 2 of any other supportive patches. Okay, and then you can build the pack right here based on what's going on with them. They have arthritis. Let's do an X39, 2 Eon, and 2 Ice Waves. And then 1 X39 to keep their stem cells activating the following month. Your address is, right? So we just always, that's that. So you send that. And then to send a testimonial about arthritis, because that's what they wanted, you go to tab 5. So tab 5, tab 8, and tab 9 are where you find the links that you will send them. Under tab 5, all you have to do is join Telegram. And my favorite is the BeActivating testimonials only. There's 3,000 testimonials. All you do is, if you have an Apple, is you go to the little B and you look for the little search icon. It looks like a little magnifying glass, and you type in any of the issues. This was arthritis, and you'll see 50 testimonials on arthritis, and you can just send to them. I also love the before and after pictures. Those are powerful. And I also love the doctor calls. There's a lot of great doctor calls there you could send. So please go join Telegram so you can see all our great pages. Now, if you don't know how to join Telegram, that's okay. You just go to Apple, if you have an Apple, and download it, and you fill it out, your name, and then you literally, it says, do you want to add all your contacts? Of course you say yes, because we're network marketers. That's all we do, is work in networks. That's what a network marketer is. We work in networks. Okay, that's what we do. And then the Android is here. And then after you sign up for Telegram, you come back to this page and you click on all these links, and that will join you to every page. Okay, it's great. But if that feels overwhelming to you, like, whoa, that's a lot of technology for me, that's okay. You don't even have to do any of that. You could just go to the 14 steps. Okay, ready for this? Tab number 5. And you could do share a preloaded testimonial. You don't even have to join Telegram to share testimonials. It's done for you. Isn't that great, Donna? So you could go right here to sport testimonial. And there's Ivory and Dr. Harmon all together. All you do is take your hand and you go edit, copy, edit, paste, and you can just send it. This is one of my favorite ones, the science with David Schmidt. This is so good. We did this one in July. right there, David's 5 favorite patches and why, edit, copy, edit, paste. And there it is. Do you know that I basically run my business on 5 links? What do you think my 5 links are? Write it down. StartX39now.com is my exposing site, right? And then I send testimonials from tab number 5. I send invites from tab number 8. And I send the 1 page in the order form from tab number 9. That's it. So startx39now.com. And then I do tab 5 and tab 8 and tab 9. 5 links over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so that's your follow-up. So far, we've figured out how to gift and how to follow up. Does everybody follow me? How's it feeling? Does it feel okay? Because guess what? I think follow-up is the most intense, right? It's like you got to do a little education. You got to make it sound fun. You got to solve the objection of I don't feel anything. And by the way, if any of you were on Juliana's call the other day, she solved the objection of I don't feel anything by leaning in, not being prickly, by leaning in and listening. I understand. I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but then I found after you listen to what they're I understand. So when somebody objects, don't be like right there ready to answer it. Just nod. I understand that. I get that. That was my issue too. Like agree with them. Remember, you're the guide, not the hero, right? So then what you would do on that particular objection, you actually have it right here in the script. Under the guide. By the way, look at how much you know now. Look at all this. You're almost done with the training. You are trained. You are a professional network marketer in about another 10 minutes. How do you like that? So, okay. So we already did all of this. We did all of this. This is what we just trained you on. Isn't that amazing? So here's the objection. This is the one you'll get the most. I don't feel anything, because we notice with X39, about 50% of the folks feel something right away and 50% need more time. They need 1 to 3 months. It's just the way it is. So you lean in. I understand. I didn't feel anything the first 5 days either. But then I found, and here's your script. I found when you activate those dormant stem cells, they go first and repair what you need to live, and then they repair what you need to feel, what you feel. The 5-day gift is just the beginning of your journey. That is why the owner, inventor, and creator, David Schmidt, offers a 30-day money-back guarantee on our silver kit. So there is no risk to you. Would you like to order that now? You can remember, objections and questions means they're interested in buying. It's that blank stare or the silence or the no thank you in a very nice tone means maybe they're not ready yet, right? So objections are great. So the most common objections you'll get is I don't feel anything. Is this network marketing? Google says it's a bad product. And why is it cheaper on Amazon? Just read those before you start, because I answered all of those questions for you. Just remember, lean into the objection, want to understand it with love, and then say, I know, I get it. I felt the same way. And then I found, okay? Now the last call is the closing call. The closing call, I booked it for the following Friday, or, when they're going to be done with their last patch. And you know what I do? All I do is ask if they looked at the things I sent them. Remember in the follow-up, did you look at the testimonial I sent you? Did you go to the patching podcast? if they say yes or no, it's all awesome. It's awesome if they say yes. It's awesome if they say no, right? Because we're the guide, no judgment. Did you look at the one page? Oh, you did. Yeah, I thought you might like that Eon as well. Did you look at the price list? Oh, well, let's look at it together right now. And literally you tell them to go to their cell phone because you texted them the link and you tell them to open it. And you have it right in front of you too, because you got your business in a glance. And you just tell them, you could get the X39 for $149 retail. You could become a preferred customer for $119, but the best deal is the silver kit for $299. You get your X39 for $99. But I know you looked at that one page and that Eon and Ice Wave for arthritis looks good too. I get it. So let's go ahead and build the kit on what's best for you. Yeah. Oh, and your husband wants an X39 as well. Perfect. So let's do 2 X39s and 1 Eon for inflammation and 1 Ice Wave for pain. And then we could put you on 1 X39 the following month to keep your stem cells activating. Yes, you're paying $299 today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, but the following month it will only be $99. And then you shut up. Usually they say yes to that. 80% you'll get a yes. And then you say your address is, your credit card is, and you get their date of birth. You're going to make them a website. We always do first and last name, lowercase all together. And then you are going to make a password for them. One that you know, make a team password so you can be of service as the guide. I probably have 1,000 orders right next to me, you guys, from A to Z, with credit card numbers, with everything I need so I can be of service. I already know, you know what I mean? Like I have what I need. Let's see, I had my friend Bill call me, and Bill's a warm network of a warm of a warm of a warm. He called me and he wanted to upgrade to a diamond. Do you think I have all his information to upgrade in my little file under B? I do. I have a bill form. I said, okay, and I upgraded. It took me 1 minute. Okay. So that is the order. So once you take the order, you might be like, now what do I do? You give yourself a big pat on your back and you come to Wednesday because you could earn a $50 gift certificate on Wednesdays if you sign somebody up on a silver pack and auto ship. Okay, that's what you do. And then you go to the biz site and you look to see how to put that order in. And the way you do that is, once again, you go to the engine, the 14 steps to success, and you just go down to step number 10, input the order. And you can just watch the video on how to do it. You can also call Jan Rand because she works full time for me. And she does all the detail work. She mails out the patches. She answers all questions for people that don't understand. And she sends out the business in the glance, and she sends out gifting bags. She's also a presidential director. So she's really, you know, I consider this our office, and we have lots of people working in the office to help us all be successful. So that's what this is. I feel like we're network marketers, but we're network marketers that work in an office like we're a corporation, and we're doing it together. And Jan is in the corporation to be of service to all of you. So write her number down if you need help once you get the order. Her name is Jan Rand, Janrand. Don, I don't know if you can put this in chat, and her phone number is 714-403-5325. And her email is janjrand@gmail.com. And that's it, you guys. That is the training on 3 calls. We learned, what did we learn today? We learned how to make a list. We learned how to work in other people's warm list. So it's not just about your list, but I want you to call 2 people on your tree and help them make a list. And you may want to know, well, how do I get to look at people that are on my tree? I'll show that. We have 4 minutes before the office starts. I'll show you how to do that. You then do the exposing/gifting call. the follow-up call, and the closing call, and you use the 5 links I showed you. And the reason we're always booking the next appointment. I think the 2 biggest things that I really realize that I haven't been training well enough on is booking the next appointment. Always book the next appointment. Please, if you do not have a calendar that books on the hour, invest in one. Invest in a notebook so you can really write down what's going on with people so you can be a guide, and invest in a list book. 3 things, it'll cost you $20. The other thing that I really want to make sure that you guys are remembering is you make your own list of people you like, and then you help people that you've already enrolled work their list to 10. We're always working in other people's lists with them. Okay. I met Dr. Brownie working 5 lists away from me. Please remember that. That's what I really do. And I don't think I've trained that well enough. Lastly, I'll show you how to find people that you can call so you can make sure they're making their list of 10. Oh, find one accountability partner to help you with brainstorming your list so you're not alone. Sometimes this phone is so intimidating. So have a Gail to say, we're spending an hour, pick 10 new people, right? Gail, you pick 10 new people. Hey, let's call Michelle. Michelle, did you do 10 new people? Let's go work them, right? It's the we, not the me in network marketing. Let me say it again. It's the we, not the me. I know Wendy and Kathleen work lists all the time together. So real quick, the other thing I want to show you, and Wendy, do you know you're taking over the office because I have an 11 o'clock call? Do you know? Okay, great. Thank you, by the way. Jan told me you were doing it and I didn't thank you yet.
Mention something real quick.
Yes, please do.
I just want to encourage you, if you don't think you know someone, just recount your steps. Do you go to the grocery store? Do you walk to the mailbox? Do you have a meeting that you go to once a week? Do you go to the parking lot after you leave work? There's all these places we don't think that we know someone, but yet we see people on a regular basis. Maybe you don't know their name. It might be a good time to get to know a neighbor. Is your incentive to just get them to enroll? No. But if you show them you care, it could be a friend you might be able to help in 2 months from now because you actually got to know them. These are just thoughts and ideas in your journey, because many people feel very shy. They don't feel like they can reach out. They feel like they live in a vacuum. And yet we're not in a vacuum as much as you think if you really consider opening up your peripheral vision to what's in front of you. That's all.
You know what, Donna, with that, write yourself a little text to me, please, because this week we did how to work other people's warm lists that you've already enrolled. Next week, we'll do a little hit on how to belly recruit in market, in environment. We haven't done that. That's great. So can you please text that to me? We'll do some of that together next week. So, but what you do to look at your organization is you go to your back office, log in. This is my son. Log into the binary tree and just look at who you've personally enrolled and if they're building. So Ivory, I would want to be working with Ivory on his list, right? You could also go to organization, personally enrolled team to get phone numbers. So this is where you would call, and right here, like here's Katie. I need to call Katie and say, hey, let's double check. Are you making a list of 10 people you know? How may I be of service to you, Katie, right? Myra, I need to call Myra. Myra, have you reached out? Do you have a list of 10 people? Like these are people that have bought silver kits. They're on auto ship. They're active. I'm telling you, I have not actively called them to help them work their list. I need to do that myself. Do you see how to do that? It's very important. That's where the money is. It's your list and helping other people with their list that in their warm market. Okay. So with that, I'm going to stop the recording.